What's up, y'all? It's your boy Marcel Swally, that dude. Y'all know what it is. It's hydration situation time, man. Y'all know I like to hydrate. And that means drink a lot of water, right? 1 or 2 shots of water, right? But also bring people together, have a gang of fun, and most importantly, learn some stuff. So this show is going to be about me breaking down epic moments in sports, life, entertainment, everything I see out there on that net. We're going to break that stuff down. Old school stuff and some of this new stuff cracking right now. So I did this show because I love to coach. And I'm like, I ain't going to coach all these kids everywhere. So I was like, man, but they can send in their clips and I could break them down. I could help them. I could critique them. But most importantly, we can all gain in development from it. So hydration situation is here. Y'all know y'all can support the channel, support hydration situation. Everything we do, never shut up by going to projecttransition.org. That's where we help the community. That's where we educate and empower the youth. All right, now let's get into this. I didn't know where to start. I was like, what sport do you start with? Everybody know you for football. But I'm like, football ain't my favorite sport, fool. My favorite sport is track and field. And I said, all right, since we're going to start with track, you know where we're going to start for real. My man, the best ever to do it. The greatest, the GOAT, Carl Lewis. So we got him right there. Look at lanes 3 through 6. Now, y'all see 2 world record holders, Leroy Burrell, Linford Christie in the building, Carl Lewis, and Dennis Mitchell. Burrell and Carl Lewis, obviously, world record holders before. So I'm breaking this race down. The men's 100 meters world championships, Tokyo, right? 1991. And Carl Lewis was supposed to be over the hill to some, because Ben Johnson was out there steroiding that thing. But Carl Lewis, the GOAT. Ooh, look at him that moment right there. We're going to break this thing down. I'm going to let it fly first. As you can see, this is the most nervous moment you can have in life. Right there, hands on the line. Starter pistol up. Pow! And they go. Where Carl Lewis at? In the back. Dead last. Like normal. I mean, but if you ain't got 5 meters on Carl Lewis at 50 meters, that's what's going to happen to you, boy. Oh, I love it too much. Now, you got to look back. When they look back at track, it ain't always to see who I beat. It's to check that damn monitor to see that world record right there. Okay, so this meant so much to me because this race right here, Carl Lewis, when I first got in the track, I was like 8 years old. And I was fast, beating everybody in the neighborhood, smoke everybody. I'm 8, I beat 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, everybody at the school, except Hanky. I didn't fuck with Hanky. But I was fast. And at the time, the world record holder was Jim Hines. And I was like, I didn't even know Jim Hines. I didn't know of Jim Hines, nothing like that. For me, I heard of Calvin Smith, but it was Carl Lewis. 1984 Olympics at the crib, 1984 LA. And I'm like, damn, they right there. Didn't get a chance to go to the Coliseum and check them out and run. That was a pretty penny, I'm sure, to my family at the time. But Carl Lewis stole my heart in terms of my favorite sport and being my favorite athlete at that time. So, you watch this race right here. This means way more to me than the average race. Not just because he set a world record at the age of 30, but because of how he ran this race. So we're going to break this thing right down, right now, and show y'all what Carl Lewis was up to. Now, as you can see, this is the most nervous time you got when you see them kind of, that's Dennis Mitchell right there. No punk. But Carl Lewis knows that he ready for this. So as we go through this, I'm going to break this down, dog. Wait till I start breaking down the itty bitties and then these NFL plays, all this. But this moment right here had the most impact on me in terms of my mindset and how I'm going to approach sports. So the time I'm like 17, 18, youngster. And when you see stuff like this, I'm going to show y'all these moments and break down the mindset in these moments. Because everybody got their nervous twitches right now. Everybody got their nervous habits. Well, our muscle memory, we're all conditioned. You can see Carl Lewis right there. Damn. Right? Sort of a prayer pose, but also knowing, hey, it's time to go roll. So let me show y'all a few things that jump out in this moment. Did his meditation, got his mind right, everybody ready. Look at Leroy Burrell, ready to go to war, Linford Christie, all these guys. Want to show y'all the first thing, starter pistol up, pow! Watch the starter pistol. Now y'all see that light. Speed of light faster than the speed of sound. I hope we still remember that, right? Now look at here. As y'all can see, y'all see movement. I see movement right here. What lane is that? Right here. This dude right here. Lane 6. Watch this. Wow, look at that. Wow. 6/100ths of a second later. Light going off. Nobody moving, of course. Ain't nobody moving at the speed of light. But then, pow, right there. Look, he out. He ain't alone, but he first. So in that moment, you can see them all getting it. Now, Carl Lewis, always notorious slow starter. Man, look at that third step. Not even under him. Look, you can see him. He's touching both sides of the lane almost in that moment. That's not it. That's why he always started slow. But in this moment right here, you can see it. I mean, he about a meter or so behind, and we only ran about 5 meters. We get to the 10, and Carl Lewis way behind. Look at this. Look at Carl Lewis right here. Look at everybody else in front. This dude think he's going to win the world championships right here. So they rolling, right? Now I'm going to show you what Carl Lewis ends up doing. So as you can see, in the front, we got it. If you look in the front right now, this is what's crazy. He's winning the race. He's winning the race. But now he's starting to hop. He's not exploding. He's not a piston anymore. So when you're a piston, you get the pound on the ground. Most people think when you run, you got to reach out. And that's what he's starting to do. He's starting to hop. You try to reach out. That's what the little kids do when they run fast. Oh, they try to bone out. What they try to do when they run fast, they reach out, try to eat up more ground. They think that's what you can do to run faster. The problem is you start overextending. That's what normally happens. So, as you can see, Dennis Mitchell now, he reaching out, not being a piston. Watch this. Carl Lewis's foot under him, piston. Foot under him, piston. Look at Dennis Mitchell. Overextension. You can see it right here. Look at this. Look at this overextension. Right there. Right there. Overextension. It's in the air, no problem, but it's going to land in front of him, and he's going to have to drag it back. See? Oh, that's a real, that lets you know right there, that step. See that? That's almost, we call that brakes. He landed on his heel, and it's in front of him, slightly overextended, and more importantly, not accelerating. Look at Carl Lewis. Look at Carl Lewis. Violent arms. Perfect extension. Foot underneath him. Golly. And that thing gonna hit the ground. Wow. It's gonna hit the ground like wow. It ain't gonna hit the ground like And that's what Dennis Mitchell going through right now. That's why he's gonna get caught. That's why he's gonna get sucked in. So you can see it. Carl Lewis start rolling. Right around here. It's a thing if you see some fast guys. Like there's 2 different types of fast. There's the type of fast you see that's really smooth, perfect mechanics, right? And in terms of what their inertia is. It's like smooth. And then every now and then you see a fast dude do this. I want to see if y'all caught it. Watch Carl Lewis start getting into like this piston of a rhythm. Watch him start getting into this rhythm. See? It's like da-da, right? Kind of like horses. Da-da. You see that right there? Wow. Golly. We got to show it one more time. Break this thing down. Oh, my God. Now, I want to show you what Linford Christie's doing, too, on the inside, why he got caught as well. So, you see Linford Christie right here. Look at that step. Look at that step. Carl Lewis is putting his under him, and Linford Christie, look at that step. Come on, man. Flat-footed. Look at that. Look at that angle. Is that a power angle? That ain't a power angle. So no power angle, putting your foot flat in the ground, lost all your explosiveness per stride. And that's what happens. Let's see. Oh, now he gets up out of there. But, we got a little bit of a collapse. Look at that, straight up. Look at Carl Lewis. See, same angle. Look at this. This is good. This is trying to resemble Carl Lewis, but it ain't the same. Now, I don't even got to tell y'all about this. It's so funny, man. I try to tell cats about sports. So we learn sports. When you make it to the highest level, you learn the science of sports. You learn the science of life. You learn that as talented as you are, if you don't apply yourself the right way, if you don't do things fundamentally sound, I don't give a damn who you are. It's going to catch up to you because somebody is going to be as talented as you and they're going to be fundamentally sound. Look at my man over here. Struggle bus, struggle bus. Hey, look, they all faster than me backwards, but I'm just saying, look at this. That ain't it. That's full reach, right? That's going to land. That's going to get ugly. That's going to get ugly when it lands. Look at that. Oh, you can see, look. You might as well put a crutch in the ground. You might as well have crutches on. Look at that. That's a crutch. And then when your body has to respond to that, your hips, your butt, when it has to respond to that crutch, you know what it does? It slows down. Because they got to get your hips in, you got to get your hips in front of you again. Your hips behind you. Your hips behind you. Look at his hips. They're way back there. Look at his leg. Way up there. Now, this is a good stride right here. I like it. I like it. I don't think he has full extension right there. A little tight, but all good. Carl Lewis, let's see this stride right here. He in that rhythm right now, so now he doing what he do. See? Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Them things. See? Right here. This is the stride that shows you it all. Watch this stride. Watch that right leg. Boom. See that right leg? It's hitting the ground to go boing. It's a pogo, not a crutch. A pogo. All y'all track runners out there. Now Carl Lewis is rolling. Now Carl Lewis is in it. Now he in it to win it. So at this point, you're like, damn, is Carl going to win? Look at everybody else. He's still back here. He's still back here. You thinking he got it. Shoot. He over here telling his agent, wire me the money. It's a wrap. Carl Lewis ain't done. Carl Lewis ain't done. Look at this. God damn. Violent arms. Violent arms. But smooth with his violence. Smooth criminal, as they say. Now this, watch this left foot. This left foot said, bop. That left foot. Oh. Oh, see right here, it looks like the left foot almost lands out of position. But watch it. It is still in the air. Watch it. Watch it. Get under. Damn. Height. Come on. This special, dog. I love me some track, so rock with me on at least my first video. God damn. Sucker here had that thing floating in the air, hovering in the air, and then use it as a trampoline. And look, it's rap. It's rap. One frame before. It's rap. You got a trampoline and that's your extension? Look how pretty them arms are. Look at them pretty arms, man. Look at that. God, dog. My man, I told you what was going to happen. Over there floating with them long legs. Floating. All them gone. All them gone. Now we even. Maybe behind, but I think we even right now. But look at his form. Dennis Mitchell still holding. Linford Christie struggling right now. Linford Christie right here is struggling. Oh, man. Let's see it. Let's see how it finishes. Let's see how it finishes. So now, oh, they in reach game. You can see it. Inside lanes, reach game. Oh, look at that face. That's the face of confession. He admitting sins right now. He just hoping that 100 meters is really only 100. God dang. Talking about overextending. Oh, man. He ain't got his power under him right now. His butt ain't under him. So now he just, he humpback. He humpback at Notre Dame. Okay, you can see. It's a form breakdown. Look at these pictures, guys. When we talk about who's fast, this is what's happening in slow-mo. The fast guy is doing the right things in slow-mo. And then you can see it right there. Right there. Right there. Now, Carl could have ran 985, 984, but he gave it that, yeah. But he knew it. He knew it. He knew it. So, man, I got to run this back one more time, y'all, because Carl Lewis changed the game right there. Right there, because he at 30 breaking that world record again after Ben Johnson slaughtered it. But then we were like, what Ben Johnson really up to? I don't know about that. Then we were like, Carl Lewis, that dude, man. So much respect to Carl Lewis. Now, I met Carl Lewis when I was young, like 8, 9 years old. I'll tell you the story as we get up out of here. He was the man. This guy right there was the man. And Carl Lewis, but I was at Mount Sac Relays, and I was on the infield, and I saw Carl Lewis. And this is after Carl Lewis has won the 1984 Olympics. He's Carl Lewis, right? Probably had on an all-white sweatsuit or something. I'm like, that's Carl Lewis right there. Lord, let me get some of that. Let me get some love. And Carl Lewis was warming up, looking like that. You know, he had that little S curl, I don't know what it was, slick back. And I ran up on him. I said, Carl Lewis. Hey, bro. I was like, Carl Lewis, can you sign my autograph? And he looked at me and kept pushing. Didn't even say nothing, just kept pushing. Crushed me. Thought he was an asshole. I was like, Carl Lewis, no, my favorite athlete. No, this before John Elway and Eric Dixon took over my heart. Right? So then I'm like, dog, he gonna do that to me? Come on. Got to see Carl Lewis's NBA All-Stars in LA, Glam Slam, Princess Club. And Carl Lewis is in the building. And I'm at my table. And this is that dude era, as they call it. This is when I'm doing things in the NFL. And I'm in LA for the All-Stars. Oh, come on, man. And guess who come in my section? None other than Mr. Gold Medal himself, Carl Lewis, right? And I remember just talking to him, and I was like, do I tell him? Or, nah, I don't tell him. He was just, hey, what's up, Marcel? How you doing? All this stuff, man, good stuff. And all. He like knew me, and I knew Carl Lewis. I was like, I'm just fan-manning my ass off. Like, this is Carl Lewis. This guy right here, this is Carl Lewis. This guy right here is Carl Lewis. Oh, man. Then I said, hey, when I was 8 years old, I met you. You know what you did to me? He said, what? Was I nice? I said, nope. I said, you were ass. I didn't say that. I said, you were mean, bro. I said, you just kept running on me when I tried to say hi to you and get an autograph. He said, was I warming up? I said, you knew you were. He said, I'll be in my zone, man. I'm sorry, bro. But I'm here now. And this is before cell phone cameras and all that stuff, so ain't no picture from that moment, everything. But salute, as you see him running around the track right there, the greatest of all time to do it. I know Usain Bolt broke his records. I know Usain Bolt the fastest man ever. But for me, in those impressionable years, the GOAT, my man, Carl Lewis. Love for you guys. So you guys like videos like this, I'm going to break them down, dog. Wait till we get to some football. Basketball. They call me Phil Belichick because I break down some basketball too. Football, track and field, any sport. And we're going to go outside of sports. We're going to break them things down, slow motion, show you all the little things that build up success. That's what I want to do. And sip one in the process. Hydration situation. See y'all next time. Peace.